When most of us think of Asian cuisine, we think high sodium, we think high levels of MSG, lots of grease, and lots of foods that we shouldn't eat if we're being health conscious. But honestly, that's not always the case. See, I recently discovered the health benefits of Vietnamese pho. Now, I'm going to admit I was kind of closed-minded. I didn't look at Asian foods a lot because I was always trepidatious of the sodium. I was always trepidatious of what other things might be in it. Kind of a lot of mystery ingredients, mystery spices. But when I discovered that Vietnamese pho was made with bone broth, it initially piqued my curiosity and I dove in a little bit deeper. So here I am doing a video on the 3 reasons that everyone should try eating pho at least a couple times per week to try to get the most out of their health and get the most out of their workouts. All right, so what I want to talk about first is the fact that it's made with bone broth. Okay, I've done videos on bone broth before. Bone broth is not like traditional broth, it's not traditional stock. Totally different. It's where the bones are actually cooked and you're creating a broth from the bones for a period of 12 to 36 hours depending on the case. Okay, now why is that beneficial? That's beneficial because you get all the benefits of the collagen. You get that collagen out of the bones. And plus you get a high abundance of red blood cells. So you get that good oxygenative material that's coming from the marrow, getting a very healthy, nutrient-dense form of broth. Vietnamese pho is very unique in the sense that it uses this kind of broth. In fact, that's what it's predicated on. That's what all the hubbub is about. The higher quality broth, usually the higher quality Vietnamese pho. Now, what that collagen does for you is it can help heal a leaky gut. Now, that's just one thing that it can do. It can help your skin, it can help your nails, it can help your hair. But when we're talking about inflammation, we're talking about healing the gut, we're talking about absorbing nutrients, well, collagen converts to gelatin within the body. That gelatin heals up some of the gaps that occur within our intestinal tract as a result of inflammation. So a huge, huge bonus there. Okay, but then we get into a couple different things. The next one I want to talk about is the fact that if you get it made properly and you ask for vegetables instead of the rice noodles, you actually get a high abundance of cruciferous vegetables. You get, of course, broccoli, and then you also get something called bok choy. Now, bok choy and broccoli are both cruciferous vegetables that are extremely high in something called diindole methane. That diindole methane, also known as DIM, is something that is shown to help combat high estrogen levels. So if you're a male and you're trying to keep your estrogen levels a little bit lower, a very, very, very good option for you. And if you're a female trying to keep your estrogen levels in check, it's also a very good option for you. Also super high in something called indole-3 carbinol, which what it does is it actually raises estrogen in the body, but it raises estrogen in the body temporarily, creating a negative feedback loop so the body slows down the overall production of estrogen in the long run. So these are things that can help you reduce water, they can actually drop that water retention and help you reduce inflammation and potentially even moodiness. Okay, now the next reason that Vietnamese pho is a superfood is simply because of the onions. Simple onions, and the way that the onions are cooked within the broth makes them extremely fermented. It makes them extremely good at generating good, healthy bacteria within your gut. Now, fair warning, if you're someone that has SIBO, a small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, you usually want to avoid the higher FODMAP foods like onion. So you can always ask for it without onion. So there you have it, the 3 simple reasons that Vietnamese pho is one of the best superfoods that you can possibly eat. This has now been indoctrinated into my diet 1, sometimes 2 times per week. As long as you can get past a little bit higher level of sodium now and then, just make sure you hit that sauna the next day and sweat it on out. There you have it, 3 good reasons to go out and enjoy some Asian cuisine. I'll see you in the next video.